Hey, it's Ben, and this is Drambo by BeepStreet. Again, this is going to be like a short, little, quick tip showing how you can use audio units, not just as like effects as you normally would use them, audio unit processors, but really, truly like modules, um, just like a Drambo module. So I've been having a lot of fun with a Mixbox from IK Multimedia. Tons of great effects in here, and they have a couple different filter models. So they have like a Prophet style filter, Moog, Oberheim, and then a Roland filter, and then sort of like some other similar filters in here. And they sound nice. But because we can map our parameters into Drambo and then modulate the parameters using other Drambo modules, we can really treat these like parts of just like a synthesizer rack that you're building. So real quick, if you were mapping something, you would tap map and you'd wiggle the parameter. Now these are already mapped, so it's actually going to remove it. Let's add frequency back. So now my frequency is down here, but it's very simple to add the parameters. So you get your knob here, and then just like with any other parameter, if you want to modulate it, you tap, and then you connect the signal that you want to be modulating that parameter. This one's kind of confusing because, this is sort of a dynamic interface, so it's just slot one parameter, and the parameter's cut off right now in the UI. It would be cool if we could rename these. I don't know if that'll happen or not. Anyways, but this is frequency. I know that. So I'm going to modulate it with an envelope. First, we'll start off kind of snappy. Okay, so now this is like a regular Drambo filter. So you can change it with an envelope. And yeah, I'm using the wavetable oscillator just with like a saw wave. Get some unison in there for fun. So this is a cool little mono kind of sound. Right now I'm using the Oberheim, but we'll do the Moog style filter. And I haven't spent any time with any of these real synthesizers, so I can't tell you how closely this emulates the filters, but it sounds good to me. And it's just cool to have some extra flavor in the app. But what if you wanted to do poly? Okay, so now we've got 8 voices. So what's going on here? The envelope is only triggering on on one of the 8 voices. And then that's going into an audio effect. And this is essentially mixing down the 8 voices into a mono signal. Not mono as in stereo mono, but mono as in monophonic. And that didn't matter when I only had one voice. So it triggers on every voice. But all we'll have to do here is, there's a couple ways you could do it. Easiest one I know how is just to add in another MIDI to CV with one voice and have that trigger that envelope instead. So now that solves our problem. What you're not going to get is multiple voices of like Drambo audio handled through audio effect units, because they are not processing like multiple voices. They're just taking one audio input and they're sending out one audio output. But that essentially gives you sort of like a paraphonic style. So different oscillator voices going through only one filter, one envelope per one filter. I still think it sounds cool. Turn our resonance down a little bit. actually like how it you get the like tail end of the pass notes when the filter reopens. Anyways, there's a lot of apps that are built sort of like modularly or do one specific thing. And now that we can host audio units in Drambo, I think we're going to be able to add even more. Clearly, we'll be able to add more functionality. But this is just one way that you could be using that. Anyways, have fun.